Welcome, Queen. Why you should think before you post on social. Listen, last week I received a negative comment on one of my YouTube shorts. And sometimes when people say negative things to us or salty things to us, it can make us want to respond off the cuff. Have you ever experienced being triggered by something somebody said to you, or I should say, posted rather, on social? If so, let's talk because I want to share with you why you should think before you post. Now, of course, you know the big social media platforms like YouTube and Facebook and TikTok, LinkedIn, and the list goes on. But did you know that social extends beyond that? Because social media, in fact, extends to anywhere you can leave a comment for others to see or that they could respond to, like articles, blogs, and news feeds. So sometimes, like I said, when you see those posts, people can say things or post things rather that trigger some emotions like shock, frustration, humiliation, resentment, bitterness. The list goes on, even disrespect. Because let me tell you, I said to myself, well, now who he talking to? But that's another story. Still, the issue here is that when you feel those feelings, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We are emotional people. We all have emotions. And to feel those types of emotions does not make you wrong. But you do need to control them because here's the thing. If you don't, if you don't control those emotional triggers and you don't see beyond the surface of this statement that's being made, then you can find yourself in a reactive state. And when you're in a reactive state, you just respond, like I said before, off the cuff. And typically, when you respond off the cuff, that's not something that you want to show up again in a highlight. So, in my case, like I said, he left a negative comment, this guy, about what I was speaking about. He just clearly did not understand. And as I looked at that and I saw that, my first response was to tell him a few words, okay? And I said, you know what? Let me pull this back and look at it from a different perspective. Because here what we have is, although this person is leaving a negative comment, it's still useful feedback for me. And so I went back and I edited that comment. Yes, true story. See, as coaches, we're not perfect people. We're just a few steps ahead of the people who we're called to help. And that's why we're able to help them, because we have the life experience to do so. And that's what makes us experts in our lane. So it's not to say that we are the end all be all in every specific aspect. We have conquered, we have went ahead of those people that we serve in those key areas. And that's critical to remember when you're looking for a coach, because if you start looking for a coach, sidebar, and you're looking for a perfect person, you're not going to ever find a coach that's a great fit for you. But anyways, the thing about it is, as I really took the time to consider the fact that this might just be a confused person, although they did not articulate it in a way that I found acceptable, that was their choice. And so I can't control how they respond to what I said. I can only control how I respond back to what they said. So I went back and I edited that comment. And I did that because I understood that it's very important to be mindful of how we respond to people on social media. And the one thing that we have that each of us should value is our name. And so when you respond, even though it may not say your actual real name across their feed or on your page, that's still attached to who you are as a person. And that's why it's very important to really truly think about what you're saying on social media before you say it. Because if you don't, you're putting things out into the atmosphere and you're just saying this and posting that, And all of those things that you are saying and posting are attached to your name, and that's attached to your character. And so we have to really take a moment to think about, is this the way I want to show up in the world? Are these the type of comments and feelings that I want people to have when they think about my name? Because the truth of the matter is, sometimes we're just responding and people are getting us out of character. And if we were to go back and look at some of the things that we said in response to other people, we would see this person that got me out of character. I didn't want that out there associated with my name. And although we cannot go and take it back, we can look at that as a life lesson and move forward and say, I'm going to move and respond differently, because now I understand the importance of what I am really doing. And I'm not just responding to a person. I am, in essence, showing the world, showcasing my personality, my character to the world. And I'm saying that this is what I find acceptable to be attached to my name. Think about that. Now, if you would like to work with me one-on-one to help you in that department, to see your triggers and to find best practices and ways for you to respond and not react when you feel those triggers, then by all means use the link in the description and set up a discovery call, and we can see if we are a best fit to work with each other. Because here's the thing that I want you to remember: we can dismiss the impact of what we post on social media, but in doing so, we allow ourselves to fall victim to our emotions taking control of us and taking us out of character, or missing the opportunity to make meaningful connections. As always, I'm Coach Sam telling you, 24 hours doesn't seem long, but in 24 hours, you could change your life. So go ahead and do something life-changing now.